Joseph Smith with Travel Tax. Today is February 12th, 2023. If you've been following our blog, maybe like 48 hours ago, 72 hours ago, we put out a post telling everybody the IRS said, hold on, put the brakes on.
Hold off on filing.
We don't want you filing too early. Can you just wait a little longer? Why would they say something like that? A lot of states during 2022 gave out stimulus payments. The problem was defining whether it was a stimulus payment for the general welfare of its citizens or if it was a tax rebate. So the IRS had to go through all the state payments and come up with some guidance so we can finish out the tax returns that we're filing right now. The good news is that for the majority of people, you're not going to have to include those state payments. And if you're wanting to know which states gave out those payments, go to our blog. We have a list of those from a previous post. But again, for the most part, you're not going to have to include those, except maybe in 4 states and a few other isolated payments. Those 4 states in which you potentially could have to include those would be Georgia, Massachusetts, South Carolina, and Virginia. But the only way that you would need to include those is if you itemized in the previous year and included state tax withholding. So for most people at this point, since we're so early in the filing season, we haven't really encountered people that normally itemize. As we get further down, we will, because people who itemize tend to have a lot more items that they have to include in their tax return and generally file later. Now, there's a few other specific states that there is still the potential for the payments to be included in the federal tax return. That is Alaska, Illinois, and New York. And partly because some of the payments were for the general welfare of its citizens, not taxable at the federal level, and others were a form of a tax rebate. So just like those 4 states that I just mentioned a little while ago, we would have to determine the taxability of those based on whether or not the taxpayer had itemized in the previous year. So, more news, more muddle. It keeps going, doesn't it? But anyway, check out the announcement that's posted on the website, and we'll keep you informed as events unfold. Thank you.